Hey, church, another year is coming to a close, and if you're like me, you can't believe that it's already over. Let's just acknowledge together that it's been a tough year. COVID, I think, is where we've placed most of the blame, but if I'm honest, I really think it's just an easy target for the darkness that is becoming more evident in our nation. We've battled the surge of inflation that shrank our wallets. We've watched anxiously at the Russian invasion of Ukraine. There's been droughts that affected our food supply. The school shooting in Uvalde hit very close to home. The border crisis is ever growing. Stocks have tumbled. There's more mass shootings that have rocked our nation. That's just to name a few. We've had some amazing wins. I think probably the biggest one is that most of us are celebrating is the overturning of Roe versus Wade, where the legalization of aborting babies has been removed as a constitutional right. Within the vessel, we've celebrated new births, seeing several children place their faith in Christ, welcoming in new families, and seeing big victories over sin in individuals' lives. On the other hand, we've too had to say goodbye to families that we love deeply. We've walked along with other people that have deeply struggled in sin. And I think we've never really hit our stride in the steps to love our city well. So as you look back and see the ups and downs this year, I hope it causes you to stop and reflect as we're on the edge of a new year. In light of this, I've been thinking through our vision statement. We long to be a church that leads others to center their lives in the gospel of Jesus Christ by teaching them to live out their gospel identity in everyday rhythms of life. When we distill this down, we'd say it more simply this way. We're a family of worshipers, adopted and sent. This week, as we draw to the end of this year, can I ask you to take one aspect of this simple statement of our gospel identity and consider how you've lived in light of that aspect? Did you engage in serving your church family? Would people look at your life as one that expresses worship through the day-to-day? Did you live as someone sent, engaging your neighbors or coworkers with the gospel intentionally? Have you deepened your understanding that you're adopted as a child of God? If you see healthy growth, rejoice with your MC. If you don't see the growth yet, reach out to some people in your DNA and ask for some accountability and some wisdom on how to move deeper into one of these aspects in this coming year. I'm incredibly thankful for this church body. The uniqueness that each of you brings is a glimpse into the eternal kingdom we look forward to. As we spent time in August fasting and praying, I think many of us felt the conviction of the Lord's plan to keep expanding the vessel's gospel reach in San Angelo. So let's continue to pray as we move into this new year that we'll be attentive and obedient to the Lord's call to us to be a family of worshipers, adopted and sent. Love you guys.